Hi, this is Kim Tae-hyun, the director of Pubg Battlegrounds.
And this is Kim Sang-kyun, the head of development division at Pubg. 2025 was a year of challenges and changes for our development team. From Erangel Sub-Zero to the expansion of the destructible terrain system, a revamp of ranked, UGC, the transition to current-gen console service, and gunplay meta shifts, we continuously asked ourselves how far Pubg could expand while preserving the core fun that defines the game.
Pubg is now celebrating its 9th anniversary. In 2026, the bold attempts we made throughout 2025 will come together as deeper and more refined forms of fun, deepening the essence of gameplay, expanding the variety of experiences to deliver new kinds of fun, and above all, building stronger trust with all of you. These are the pillars that will define Pubg development goals.
Before diving into the roadmap, we should first speak honestly about the transition to Unreal Engine 5, which many of you have likely been waiting for the most. In last year's roadmap, I said that adopting Unreal Engine 5 would be part of laying the foundation for Pubg's future expansion, and that the visual upgrade would be the first noticeable change. However, as development progressed, we reached a clear conclusion. This cannot just be a simple engine port. Given your high expectations, we've partially revised our original plans, redefined our tasks, and are fully focused on delivering the most authentic Pubg experience possible. As a result, some of the service plans originally targeting the Pubg's 10th anniversary in 2027 have been adjusted too. As this is all part of preparing for an even bigger leap forward, we hope you'll continue to trust us and be a little more patient. And to make sure that wait is worthwhile, we'd now like to walk you through the changes and new experiences that we have lined up for 2026.
First, let's start the deep gameplay experience that is designed to significantly enrich and further evolve the core foundation of what makes Pubg truly unique. In Pubg, the worlds are so much more than backdrops for combat. It is the stage where you land, loot, and survive, and where each player writes their own story. In 2026, we are planning to expand the potential of that stages through tactical depth. As of March, you're already enjoying the 9th anniversary celebrations across Rondo and all maps. This is just the beginning. Throughout this year, we'll be continuously evolving each world with seasonal themes and fresh updates, so every battleground feels truly alive and constantly changing. The biggest change is coming this April. The destructible terrain feature will be introduced to both Erangel and Ranked. As the oldest and most beloved map, Erangel's long history also meant engagement spots became predictable, with too many endgames in wheat fields or ridgelines coming down to blue zone luck over skill. Once destructible terrain goes live, you will be able to create your own cover, even in open areas, and it will be turning the terrain from a fixed environment into a tactical tool you shape yourself. This should transform Erangel's combat into something far more dynamic, more proactive, and more diverse. Also, secret rooms are finally being added to Miramar. We carefully placed them in locations that complement Miramar's dynamic elevation changes, adding exploration value without disrupting the existing gameplay flow. This means strategic looting and route planning through secret rooms will now be possible in Ranked as well. Improvements to Rondo are also underway. After analyzing your feedback and data we have gathered, we are making major adjustments to address the pain points in looting and movement flow. We know we cannot make everything perfect with one single update, but we are committed to listening to your voices, analyzing the data, and constantly improving our world.
Alongside the world updates, in-game content development for 2026 focuses on two key directions: gameplay depth and quality of life. First, evolving the core elements that make Pubg feel like Pubg. The biggest addition so far is interactive smoke. Smoke grenades will no longer just be a static wall blocking line of sight. They'll behave as a physical entity that sways in the wind and can be dispersed by explosions. We're also adding the ability to call in items at blue chip towers, and introducing a level system to the jammer pack, broadening your strategic options. It's all about adding fresh value to tools you already know. Second, we are improving quality of life so you can stay immersed and enjoy a smoother experience. Starting with the team status UI improvements from Update 40.1, we're preparing a feature that lets you instantly use items on the ground without them taking up inventory. You'll also be able to share your configuration with others by generating a code. The world map and match log will be combined too, putting all your information in one place.
We will continue making the experience more intuitive and convenient for everyone.
So far, PUBG's outgame experience has felt closer to a lobby leading to a single destination, Battle Royale. This year, the outgame experience is built around more things to enjoy and greater recognition. A space where players don't just queue up for BR matches, but get excited about which challenge to take on today. And a space where your skills and efforts are truly recognized. That's the direction we're taking for outgame in 2026. The first major change is Rumble, which is built for players who want ranked level intensity without the pressure of tier points. Every weekend, squad up with friends and jump into a casual competitive mode. Winning squads earn more than just rewards. The top 3 squads of the week will have their names featured in the Rumble lobby for the following week, earning a place of honor for everyone to see. If you've wanted to prove yourself but felt the entry barrier was too high, Rumble is the perfect mode for you. The second edition coming in the second half of the year is a new ranking system and an integrated medal score. The maps you love, the weapons you favor, the way you play, all of it exists as data, but it was never in a form you could show off or compare with others. The new ranking system will not just be a simple leaderboard, it will be a reflection of your play identity. We're also introducing a challenge system where in-match performance earns you exclusive skin rewards. The time and passion you have poured into PUBG deserve to be seen, and we're committed to making that happen.
The core theme for Arcade Mode this year is expanding your gameplay options. Beyond the intensity of Battle Royale, we want to provide a dopamine-packed playground that you can jump into casually, depending on your mood and situation. Especially for this April, we are preparing a mode where you can drop all the tension and just kick back and have fun with friends. In addition, Team Deathmatch mode and Intense Battle Royale mode will also see regular updates with all kinds of fresh and exciting twists, refining the experience of each mode while building on what makes them extra fun. We will make sure our mode content gives you another great reason to keep coming back to PUBG.
This year, we introduced the execution feature to deliver a more stylish action experience. It's a different concept from existing gunplay actions or emotes. Executions turn the moment you finish off an opponent into a stylized finishing moment. It delivers the signature weighty and impactful action. In particular, the goal is to give melee weapons, which have seen limited use in combat, a brand new role and purpose. More than a cosmetic flourish, executions will elevate melee weapons into a strategic option and a satisfying way to punctuate a fight. Starting with the update in May, the first execution will let you finish off downed enemies using melee weapons. Executions will not be a one-time addition. We are planning to update them regularly, creating new ones tailored to all kinds of different weapons and situations. This will expand your options for expression and fun across all action content, including melee weapons. Looking back at 2025, it was truly a year packed with experimentation and change on the gunplay front. There was a period when 9mm weapons led by the MP5K and VSS dominated the meta, followed by adjustments that brought the meta back to AR-centric gameplay. There was also a rebalance targeting DMRs, which had maintained top-tier performance for most of PUBG's lifespan. Drawing on all of that invaluable experience and feedback, the 2026 gunplay roadmap is built on 3 clear pillars: meta rotation, regular balance updates, and new weapons and attachments. The most important change is the introduction of intentionally designed meta rotations. We recognize that a fundamental shift was needed, away from a system where 1 or 2 guns dominate the top tier for too long, or where balance is measured solely by stabilizing usage rates. So instead of our previous approach, we have decided to move to major meta updates on a 4-month cycle, where dominant guns and gunplay styles rotate naturally with each season. The goal is for players to look back and say, remember that season when SRs were incredible? Or, that was the season I played like this. In other words, creating that kind of seasonal fun is our core objective. Of course, regular balance patches will continue every 2 months between major shifts to fine-tune the details. And if any weapon becomes overpowered, we'll jump in right away and respond immediately regardless of the patch schedule, so that we can keep the gunplay ecosystem healthy. Lastly, new weapons and attachments are finally coming to PUBG this year. We see it as a very critical mission to continuously introduce fresh content so players can feel the meta constantly evolving and truly enjoy new gunplay experiences. And this April, iconic new attachments, hybrid scope and tilted grip will be added as well. Then in August, a powerful new weapon capable of shaking up the meta will also arrive. That said, given PUBG's unique identity built around the looting experience, simply increasing the number of weapons isn't necessarily the right answer. So while we add new weapons and attachments, we also plan to remove a select few underutilized weapons that no longer contribute to the ecosystem this coming June. In 2026, we expect PUBG's gunplay to become a constantly flowing ecosystem rather than a static structure, delivering fresh strategies and meaningful choices every season.
In 2025, we unified the gameplay experience across normal, ranked, and esports. We also added the Crystal and Survivor tiers and improved matchmaking. As a result, ranked participation increased compared to 2024 and has maintained that level consistently. And beyond the numbers, we were able to see that many players are investing meaningful time into Ranked. For 2026, Ranked aims to evolve as the core system of the BR experience, shifting from results-driven competition to a process-oriented system of achievement. First of all, we are making RP more intuitive by better reflecting in-game performance. In particular, the longer you survive, the more points you earn, raising the value of survival in line with the true spirit of Battle Royale. Second, we're introducing bonus RP for consecutive top 4 finishes, or back-to-back chicken dinners, adding a sense of continuity between matches. Players who consistently perform well will reach the tier that matches their skill level faster, and the entire ranked experience will feel like one connected journey. On top of these changes, an even larger scale ranked overhaul is in the works. We plan to significantly enhance ranked rewards and redesign the season structure so that each ranked season truly feels like a season. And we are also building a system that will let you remember and show off all of your achievements and milestones for many years to come. We hope 2026 becomes a year where Rank goes beyond just a ranking system, and each of you gets to write your own growth story.
Next are the changes to the Contender, Pass, and Workshop systems. Let's start with Contenders. Last year, we debuted our first Contenders, Hannah and Dorian. However, we were not able to fully deliver on what makes them stand out among other ones and look unique as characters, not just outfits. In 2026, we are doubling down on what makes Contender truly unique. By deeply reinforcing narrative elements, you can actually feel them throughout your gameplay, and giving users unprecedented freedom and control in their customization. A new mix and match system will let you freely combine hairstyles and outfits from unlocked levels, adding more fun to customizing your own character.
Next up, it's the Pass system. The Event Pass we introduced alongside last year's Skibidi Toilet Mode was a massive hit with its fast progression and rewards. And this year, we're scaling up that formula. We will keep both the Survivor Pass and Workshop Pass running steadily, while rolling out more event passes around key moments, like new modes and esports events. Each pass will be denser than ever, moving beyond repetitive play so you can immerse yourself in the theme and enjoy non-stop progression.
Lastly, let me talk about improvements to the Workshop system. Since its initial launch back in 2022, we've been aware that the complexity, especially the double gacha structure, has been a major source of frustration for our users. To address that fatigue, we are planning to make real changes this year. First of all, for one of seasonal events that will happen this year, a new system without the double probability structure will be piloted. By closely analyzing the data from this pilot, we will verify whether this system is sustainable and actually improves player satisfaction, and shape the long-term direction accordingly, based on real results. To ensure that every single purchase feels genuinely enjoyable and worth repeating, we will do our best with constant improvement and transparent communication.
Let's move on to a complete overhaul of the onboarding experience. From the very first moment our new players drop in, we want them to feel a sense of empowerment and think, I can survive this, not this is too hard. To truly lower the entry barrier and systematically teach the value of survival,
We're redesigning the tutorial so players can intuitively experience PUBG's core gameplay rather than simply reading through feature explanations. To make this process seamless, a partner bot will guide them through a comfortable learning environment where they can build practical in-game skills on their own. On top of that, we are introducing step-by-step onboarding missions that are specifically designed to blend actual gameplay with essential learning. And coupled with that, higher value rewards will give new players a clear, satisfying sense of growth, fueling their motivation early on. So ultimately, this entire overhaul is about letting new players completely drop the pressure and just dive straight into the Battlegrounds. Through a highly optimized tutorial and engaging onboarding missions, we will help new players learn and experience the true joy of this game.
After successfully transitioning to current-gen consoles in 2025, our service quality is now significantly higher than ever experienced before within PUBG. Many of the technical hardware limitations that previously held us back from adding new features have now been greatly reduced across all our supported gaming platforms. This year, we're actively channeling that extra performance into significantly improving the console gameplay experience, including achieving higher and more stable FPS and various other enhancements. While these updates will certainly provide value to the longtime fans and users, we are intentionally designing this system to offer the biggest impact and support for our newest players. It's because we strongly believe a steady flow of new players is key to healthy matchmaking for our entire player base. This commitment to a better console experience is not just a focus for this year. It will continue well beyond 2026.
Next, we will introduce the wide range of options that go beyond the familiar Battle Royale rules to deliver new genre and endless enjoyment.
We want to expand PUBG beyond Battle Royale into a space that captures the core fun of shooting in diverse ways. We want to preserve the core fun of PUBG, but break past the standard Battle Royale rules, so you can experience new situations and objectives. We shared this vision with you during last year's roadmap, so we are excited to finally reveal the concrete results of our journey with you today. First up is Xeno Point, looter-shooter roguelite that seamlessly combines 3 core pillars of fun: co-op, progression, and boss raids. The thrill comes from fighting off endless waves of enemies while growing your character's power and coordinating perfectly with your team to take down massive bosses. It's a different thrill from the tension of Battle Royale. You will fully experience the rewarding pleasure of growth within PUBG. Next is the Payday mode. As previewed last year, this is a full-scale cooperative heist mode, built through a co-development process with the team behind Payday. Instead of just mindless shooting and breaching, the key focus here is smart planning, role division, and stealth. By planning the vault break with your squad and making split-second calls in unpredictable moments, you'll experience a unique heist-style thrill that we've built directly on top of PUBG's core shooting mechanics. And lastly, we are also preparing another leap for the winter season. It's too early to share the title or genre at this point, but we're developing this project to offer a completely different flavor of fun that stands apart from other modes. It will be an exciting showcase of just how far PUBG's gunplay and action can stretch across new experiences. The satisfaction of overcoming boss raids, the rush of team co-op, and the excitement of tactical operations. Every challenge we introduced today started from one question. We asked ourselves, can we deliver more kinds of fun inside PUBG? There are countless games out there with all kinds of joy to offer. We want to bring those experiences one by one into the space you already love and enjoy playing in every day. This year is just the beginning, so stay tuned.
Next is UGC, where we shape the future of PUBG together. Last year, we launched UGC Alpha and focused on giving players the powerful tools they need to create their own unique gameplay experiences. The results exceeded expectations. Arena, gun game, parkour, and more modes poured in. And a shooting range built by an esports player even saw real use in professional training sessions for pro teams. All of this confirmed the incredible potential of UGC for our platform. The tools and environment, however, aren't yet enough to fully capture the true scale of our players' imagination. UGC is a long-term project to be built together with players, rather than a feature that can be completed in a short period of time. Therefore, in 2026, we're expanding in 3 directions beyond experimentation to unlock even more possibilities for our entire community. First, content expansion. We're planning to add more rules and devices to the creation tools so you can build a wider variety of modes.
Core elements from Battle Royale and past arcade modes will also become available in the UGC environment, empowering you to freely utilize these assets to build new gameplay scenarios. Second, performance optimization. Currently, existing performance limitations restrict the maximum amount of objects that creators can place, significantly holding back the diverse creative possibilities of our creators and entire community. We're building a more stable environment designed to support more complex assets and structures, expanding the current limits of scale and detail even further for all creators. Third, and most importantly, expansion of the UGC ecosystem. Beginning this year, we're building a comprehensive environment where your maps and modes aren't just created, but serve to other players as a fully functional service. By introducing a dedicated UGC space directly in the outgame menu, we will let you quickly discover and enjoy a wide variety of unique and exciting community modes with ease. Some create, others play, and the cycle keeps growing. Through the UGC page launching this year, we invite you to experience firsthand another world of PUBG that's constantly expanding.
Next, collaborations to expand the culture of PUBG. Building on last year's various partnerships across premium vehicles and global celebrities, we are placing a special focus this year on expanding into the fields of games and animation to meet your expectations. Going beyond simply offering popular characters as outfits, we want each IP's unique world to blend more seamlessly into the actual Battlegrounds environment, delivering a fresh sense of immersion when the characters you love enter this fierce world of survival. To get there, we're preparing collaborations with a depth unlike anything before.
Premium vehicle and artist collaborations that embody each brand's philosophy will also return with even higher polish, deeply focused on the pure joy of exclusive ownership experience.
Special crossovers that bring you deepest creative imagination to vivid life. Stay tuned for what's only possible in PUBG.
We're happy to introduce PUBG Fantasy, a new way to enjoy PUBG esports. Until now, esports meant simply cheering for your favorites, watching matches, and predicting the winner. However, PUBG Fantasy takes it all much further. As an active participant, you can now personally pick teams, build your own strategy, and manage your roster throughout the tournament.
This is PUBG's take on the Fantasy League format that esports fans may already be familiar with. Build your own strategic roster from 4 different teams and compete directly against other global leaderboard. The system is designed to be fair, where deep analysis and clever strategy always win over luck, with G-Coin rewards based on leaderboard rankings.
PUBG Fantasy debuts at PNC 2026. Feel the thrill of your standings constantly rising and falling based on how your personal roster performs. We sincerely hope this brings professional pros and fans together more closely in a whole new way.
We're well aware that a smooth, uninterrupted experience matters just as much as providing our players with highly exciting content updates. This year, we're going back to basics, focusing on client optimization and server stability for a better gameplay experience.
We hope you look forward to the exciting journey ahead.
We'll see you on the Battlegrounds in 2026. Thank you very much.